So I did that from the age of 12 until 36 years old, okay? We installed glass, commercial, residential, automotive. And I remember whenever I got hurt, like I got cut or injured on a job, they never did tell me about workman's comp. I didn't even know that was a thing. But we would have another job. So then I would be in the office. They would hand me this file, and it would be all of the old quotes that our estimator had given over the years. I mean, it was a stack. And my job was to sit at the desk and actually call people and say, hey, Mrs. Smith, a couple of months ago, we gave you a quote, and I'm just calling to see if you'd like to move forward with that or if you had any other questions. If you do, give us a call. Don't hesitate. We'll be happy to help, right? So as I would do that over and over again, I didn't realize this. I wish, as I've raised children, I wish I could duplicate the same experience for them, because you learn how to talk, you learn how to communicate, you learn what words to say. And they always ended with, please don't hesitate to reach out. Every time. Like, hey, Mr. Johnson, I know a year ago we gave you a quote on a patio door. I didn't know if you've moved forward with that already, if you'd like us to hang on to your quote, but please don't hesitate to reach out. And I would left a message and I'll put it back in the file for another day. It was kind of like the ball was in their court, right? It's on them. Please don't hesitate to reach out. And sometimes I think the church, and not this church, right? We've got it all figured out. But sometimes I think the church is really good at just kind of opening the doors for an hour. And as people leave, we just kind of slap on the back and we say, hey, great to be with you. If you need anything, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Just please don't hesitate to reach out. And then we lock the doors and we'll see you a week later, right? That's usually what happens. Please don't hesitate to reach out. It's kind of like we just kind of put the ball in their court and we assume that if they need something, they're going to reach out. I was reading this morning. This is James 1, verse 27. I just think this is really, really valuable. It says this: religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is. Does that sound important? Like what comes next? That sounds pretty important to me. Like, okay, I'm listening. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to gather in a cool building for an hour every week, slap each other on the back, and say, don't hesitate to reach out. It doesn't say that. Here's what it says. Some of you already know this. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. That's what James says in his letter. And that's what I love about what we do today. And I got to let you guys know, if you call the Grove your home, you're starting to get a reputation. You know that. Like, people are starting to talk, and the phone calls that I make and the people that I meet, like they've heard about you. They know you did this last year, and they're ready for you this year. And I just think that's awesome. I think that's great. So that sanctuary today stays dark, and we get to be the church to the community.